Okay, so you're getting ready for a customer experience manager interview.
That's great.
We've got a whole bunch of RoleCatcher resources
Yeah.
to help you really stand out from the crowd,
Yeah.
things like career guides and interview guides, even some AI tools.
Very cool.
And our goal today is to make sure you not only understand the interview questions,
Right.
but also
Yeah.
can really give some impressive answers.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's really interesting about this kind of role
Yeah.
is you're not just, solving problems.
Right.
You're actually shaping memories
Oh.
and influencing a company's bottom line.
Yeah, that's so true.
So a great customer experience manager
Yeah.
can turn a one-time customer into a lifelong fan.
I like that.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in
Okay.
to some potential interview questions.
Let's do it.
They might ask you to define customer experience.
Okay.
I know it sounds simple,
Right.
but they're not just looking for a textbook definition here.
No.
They want to see how you think about it, what makes a memorable experience for you.
Think about a time when you had an amazing customer experience.
Yeah.
What made it stand out for you? Was it personalized service? Was it that they anticipated your needs?
Right.
Or was it just the feeling that they really valued you as a customer?
Yeah. I think all of those
Yeah.
really make a difference.
Absolutely. And sharing a specific example can make your answer really come alive.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
I love that. And here's where I think RoleCatcher's AI can be a real game changer.
Oh, yeah. How so?
It can analyze the job description and pull out those hidden keywords
Oh, interesting.
that the employer is looking for,
Okay.
like personalization,
Right.
anticipating needs.
Yeah.
And then it can help you tailor your answers to hit those specific points.
It's like having a secret weapon.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say the job description emphasizes data analysis.
Okay.
When they ask you how you measure customer satisfaction,
Right.
you'll want to go beyond just mentioning surveys.
Absolutely.
Think about social media sentiment analysis. Are people raving about your company online, or are they venting frustrations?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That can actually reveal pain points
for sure.
that your traditional surveys might miss.
Definitely.
Now, what about those inevitable customer complaints?
Oh, yeah.
How do you take what could be a negative interaction
Right.
and turn it into a positive one?
Well, remember, a complaint is often a very valuable piece of feedback, a chance to learn and improve.
Well,
The interviewer might ask you,
yeah.
tell me about a time you turned a tough complaint into a positive outcome.
Okay.
So this is your opportunity to really showcase your empathy and your problem-solving skills.
Right.
Be ready with a specific example
Okay.
and walk them through your process.
Okay, so being able to empathize with the customer
Yes.
and understand their perspective is really crucial here. I imagine staying calm and collected is important too.
Oh, for sure. Especially when you're dealing with a really frustrated customer.
Right.
And it's not just about resolving the immediate issue.
Yeah,
It's about building that long-term relationship with the customer.
exactly.
So think about the follow-up. Did you check back with the customer to make sure they were truly satisfied? Did you take steps to prevent similar issues from happening in the future?
Yeah, that's smart.
These are the kinds of details that show you're truly committed to customer experience.
Those are excellent points.
Yeah.
It's not just about putting out fires.
Right.
It's about creating a positive,
Yes.
lasting impression.
Exactly.
Now, how do you make sure that all of this valuable customer feedback is actually incorporated into the company's strategy?
So this is where you show them that you're not just a customer service rep,
Okay.
but that you're a strategic thinker.
Yeah,
Have you heard of a closed-loop feedback system?
I think so.
It's basically a system where you gather feedback, you analyze it, you implement changes based on that analysis, and then you communicate those changes back to the customer.
I like that.
It shows that you're closing the loop
Yeah,
and making sure that customer feedback isn't just disappearing into a black hole.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's about demonstrating that you're listening, you're taking action, and you're constantly improving.
Absolutely.
Now, I bet they also want to know how you handle situations
Yeah.
where customer needs clash with company policy.
Oh, yeah, that can be tricky.
That's got to be a tough one.
It can be a tightrope walk, for sure.
Yeah.
But this is where your diplomacy and your creative problem-solving skills really shine.
Okay.
They might ask you, have you ever had to challenge a company policy because it was negatively impacting the customer experience?
Interesting.
Share an example of how you navigated that situation.
Yeah.
Did you advocate for the customer while also respecting the company's guidelines?
Right.
Were you able to find a win-win solution?
Yeah, I think that's the key.
Yeah.
So it's about finding that balance
For sure.
between advocating for the customer and working within the constraints of the company.
Yes.
I'm guessing that takes a lot of tact and communication skills.
It definitely does. And remember, it's also important to be able to clearly explain your reasoning and the potential benefits of making a change.
Okay.
Data can be your best friend here.
Oh, yeah.
If you can show how a particular policy is impacting customer satisfaction metrics, you'll have a much stronger case for making a change.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Data is powerful.
It is. Speaking of data, let's talk about measuring customer satisfaction a little bit more.
Okay.
One common metric you might come across is the Net Promoter Score, or NPS.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that.
It's basically a single question survey that asks customers how likely they are to recommend your company to others.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It seems like everyone's using NPS these days.
They are, but is it really that useful? That's a good question. It can be, especially when you really dig deeper into the data.
Okay.
Don't just look at the overall score.
Right.
But segment your customers into promoters, passives, and detractors.
Okay.
Then try to understand what's driving those scores.
So look for patterns.
Exactly. Are your promoters consistently praising specific aspects of your product or service?
Okay.
Are your detractors all complaining about the same issue?
That makes sense.
These insights can be super valuable for figuring out what you need to improve.
So it's not just about the number, it's about the story behind the number.
Exactly.
Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about staying ahead of the curve in the world of customer experience.
Okay.
I imagine the interviewer will want to know that you're passionate about learning and keeping up with the latest trends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you follow any thought leaders or industry blogs?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Are you experimenting with any new technologies or approaches? Share what excites you about the future of customer experience. They might even ask you, what's an upcoming trend that you think will transform the industry?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a great way to showcase your knowledge and your vision for the future.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Speaking of showcasing your skills, they'll probably want to hear about a time when you went above and beyond for a customer.
Oh, the well story.
Exactly. Everyone's got one, right?
Yeah.
But make yours specific and memorable.
Okay.
Focus on the impact you had.
So, like, what was the situation?
Yeah, what did you do that went above and beyond the call of duty?
Right.
What was the end result?
Okay.
And be prepared for a follow-up question.
Like what?
Like, what's the line between going above and beyond and setting unrealistic expectations?
Ooh, that is a tricky one.
It's a fine line for sure.
You don't want to overpromise.
Exactly. You want to wow them without setting the bar too high.
Okay, so let's say you ace the interview.
All right.
You land the job. How do you motivate your team to deliver that same level of exceptional service?
So now your leadership skills come into play. Think about training recognition, even celebrating those small wins to create a truly customer-centric culture.
Yeah, create that positive environment.
Exactly. They might even ask, how do you handle an employee who's consistently falling short on customer service?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is. You want to show them that you can coach and mentor, but also hold people accountable.
So it's about finding that balance again.
It is setting clear expectations, providing support, but also making sure people are meeting those standards.
Okay, now what about those high-pressure situations where everything seems to be happening at once?
Oh, yeah.
Multiple customers needing help, phones ringing off the hook, maybe even a system glitch thrown in for good measure.
Oh, no.
How do you stay calm, prioritize, and ensure everyone feels heard?
It's like mental juggling.
I like that.
With a focus on great customer service.
Yeah.
They might ask you about your system for triaging customer needs in those chaotic moments.
That makes sense.
This is where you demonstrate that you can think clearly under pressure.
Stay cool.
Exactly.
And don't forget, with RoleCatcher's AI-powered interview practice,
Oh, yeah.
you can actually rehearse these scenarios out loud
Really?
and get feedback on your delivery.
That's cool.
It analyzes your pacing, your tone, even your word choice
Wow.
to help you sound confident and compelling.
It's like having a personal coach right there in your pocket,
I know, right?
helping you polish those answers and anticipate those tricky follow-up questions.
Okay, so before we move on to RoleCatcher's career resources, let's touch on one more question that might come up in the interview.
Okay, what's that?
How do you balance customer needs with business goals?
Ah, the classic balancing act.
Right.
This is where you show them that you understand the big picture.
Yep.
A great customer experience manager knows that happy customers mean more loyalty, repeat business, and ultimately a healthier bottom line.
That's right.
They might ask for an example of a time you made a tough decision that balanced the needs of the customer with the financial well-being of the company.
So finding that sweet spot.
Exactly, where you're creating a positive experience for the customer while also supporting the company's goals.
That takes some strategic thinking.
It definitely does. It requires understanding both the customer journey and the business landscape.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground
We have.
when it comes to the interview itself.
Yeah.
But RoleCatcher offers so much more than just interview prep.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They've got amazing career resources
Absolutely.
that can help you throughout your journey as a customer experience professional.
I agree. Let's dive into those next.
You're right, RoleCatcher is like a treasure trove of career resources.
It is.
Their career guides are really helpful. They give you a really in-depth look at the responsibilities you can expect at different seniority levels.
Oh, that's great.
Like whether you're just starting out as a customer experience associate
Right.
or aiming for that senior manager role.
Yeah. That's so valuable, especially if you're thinking about switching careers.
Oh, totally.
The guides also highlight transferable skills from other fields,
Oh, cool.
which can be a real confidence booster
Yeah,
when you're making a transition.
for sure. And they even have a list of professional organizations you can join
Oh, nice.
to network and stay up to date.
That's awesome. It's like they've thought of everything.
I know, right?
And don't forget about certifications like the CCXP.
Oh, yeah, the Certified Customer Experience Professional.
Exactly. It's a great way to show your commitment to the field and really stand out from other candidates.
So with RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
you're not just prepping for the interview.
Yeah.
You're prepping for a whole career in customer experience.
That's a great way to put it. It's about investing in yourself and your future.
Absolutely. And speaking of investing in yourself,
Yeah.
let's go back to that question we touched on earlier.
Which one?
What kind of customer experience do you want to be known for creating?
Oh, that's a good one.
What legacy do you want to leave in the world of customer experience?
That's a powerful question to think about.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It can really help you define your personal brand, articulate your vision,
Yeah.
and really connect with potential employers on a deeper level.
Because at the end of the day, it's about making people feel valued, understood, and cared for.
That's it.
And that's something worth striving for.
Absolutely. So folks, that wraps up our deep dive into prepping for a customer experience manager interview.
It's been fun.
We've covered a lot of ground, from tackling those tough questions
Yeah.
to building a fulfilling career.
It's a great field to be in.
It is. Remember, this is just the beginning of your journey.
Keep learning, keep growing, and never stop championing the customer experience.
Well said. And don't forget to check out RoleCatcher
Yes.
for all the tools and resources you need to succeed.
Good luck out there.
Good luck, everyone.